Alright, next to the Insert Edge Loop tool, my next favorite tool is the Extrude. So I want to cover some of the very advanced stuff for the Extrude tool. You'll see me do this always in videos. I'll hit the Extrude, and I'll go over it and hit Scale. Now why I do that is, it saves me a step. Let me show you. What I want to do is scale this into the center very evenly. Okay. If I just went and used the actual tool, if I went face and extrude, I would have to do this number. Dun, dun. Okay. And I'm relying on my senses to know that this is an even amount. So it's so much easier sometimes to go over to the extrude tool and then immediately hit scale to extrude it in, and then go to the extrude tool, and the only thing I would use this for is the blue arrow. Certainly you could shape it very oblong, extrude it, and if you need it just a little bit, okay. But the real magic happens when you start learning things like the next trick. Let's say I have the curve. So what I'm going to do is go into curves and create a curve. And I need this curve so it goes out. And then I'm going to go into the side view and start curving this around and end the curve there. I have this object. Okay. What I need to do now is, if I take a face and then hold shift and click on the curve, sometimes it's really hard to do this. You have to go back to object mode to go back onto the curve. You can go mesh, edit mesh, extrude, square box. You can set how many divisions you want. So let's say I need about, let's say 30 divisions. Use selected curve for extrusion. Well, if I hit apply, it does this. And now this is a game of what do you need? Okay, so if I hit Command Z, I see 30 is too high. So I go 20. I see 20 is too high. Hit Command Z. There we go. Well, and you can see right here, this doesn't represent it well. So about 15. Now certainly you can go into the side view and tweak this up. And the nice thing about it is they have this control vertex curve. So the spline curve has perfect influence over it. And if you need to make any adjustments afterwards, you can. A lot of time I will make this object and I'll see the forms just don't balance well. So rather than try to use it, I'll try to repair it using the curve. And I can space these out very evenly because of that fact right here. Very nice. Alright, and don't forget, if you take a face, delete it, and if you need to join these together, that's where snapping comes in. So don't forget, you got to delete this face also. So you can start seeing everything start coming together as far as what tools are available and how to use them in conjunction with each other. Because now I'm extruding along a curve, then I'm using the snapping tools to snap it right back into place, covering this hole. And while I'm here, I will also show that what happens is you can go edit mesh, merge edge tool, and you can just double click in this area. sometimes double click or triple click. And there we go. We have one whole part. So if I hit 3 on the keyboard, I should see something like this. Almost looks like a handle to a gas pump or something like that. Alright, so that is extrude. That's extrude along a curve. Another thing I use all the time, hit F on the keyboard to focus in on the object. I use this one all the time also. So let's say I create a curve. Sometimes when I'm making ornamental wrought iron, I'll do this. So select the face, shift select the curve, and where it says taper 1, drop that to 0. And you now notice what happens is it extrudes along the curve, and then it makes a very fine point at the end. Okay. If I bump up the polygon limit to, like, let's say 100, it's a very, very nice curve. Very tapered point. Alright, so that's extrude. Please go on to the next video.